Good morning, everyone. Today I figured I would give you a little change of scenery. You're probably tired of just seeing me in my little cubby study, so we're gonna go outside. I want to talk to you about Response Journal 1. Now, Response Journal 1 is prompted by the Accreditation Board for Engineering and Technology. Now, this is the board that is responsible for accreditation for all engineering and technology programs. Without having this accreditation, we could not offer our students would not be eligible to do things like get PE licenses. Now, one of the things the Accreditation Board of Engineering and Technology, or ABET, one of the things ABET requires is that all graduates of our programs must have the broad education necessary to understand the implications of engineering decisions. The broad education necessary to understand the implications of engineering decisions. Now, you've got to parse that. The goal is to understand the implications of engineering decisions. That's what they want you to be able to do. And they're saying, well, to really be able to do that, it's not just technical skills. You have to have a broad education. So in order to understand the implications, you have to know things like politics, like economics, like philosophy, like psychology. You have to know those things to be able to understand the implications of engineering. So here comes Response Journal 1. What Response Journal 1 asks you to do is to write an essay explaining how one of your non-STEM, non-science, technology, engineering, math, or writing, okay, not writing either, so one of your non-STEM and non-writing classes, how that class will help you as an engineer or as an engineering student or as how it will help you understand the implications of engineering decisions. That's the idea. Okay, so this is an essay. Now, in this class, we're writing technical writing. That's what this class is about. It's technical communications for engineers. But what we need to do here in order to write this response journal, it's going to be an essay. Technical writing doesn't use the term essay. That's what you write in English class. Technical writing, we write proposals. We write letters of intent. We write recommendation reports. What do those things do? Well, a proposal proposes. A progress report reports progress. A letter of intent is a letter that describes one's intent. A recommendation report is a report that makes a recommendation. So we don't do essays. What does essay even mean? Essay comes from the French essayer, which means to try or to attempt. So what is an essay? It's an attempt. It's a try. What does that mean? What were you writing in English class? What does that even mean? Well, it doesn't mean a lot. It means you were attempting something. Well, I want you to use that kind of format that you learned in English class. So generally you learned a 5-paragraph structure where you have an introduction and then generally 3 to 5 body paragraphs and then a conclusion. And often the introduction starts with, let's say you're writing something on the death penalty. Then your introduction would say, in 1979, my Uncle Joe was wrongly accused of murdering someone. I know my Uncle Joe was innocent. However, he was convicted and went to death row. Based on my experiences, the death penalty is wrong for these reasons. And then you go through each reason, and then you conclude, therefore, you should all write your senators and congresspeople and abolish the death penalty. That's the 5-paragraph essay. Well, the point of it is that you have a thesis that is backed up with reasons that are all backed up with evidence. You want to do the same thing here. You're going to have a thesis that this class, or that core classes, non-STEM and writing classes, are helpful for engineers based on whatever reason you have. And then you're going to give evidence from the class to show how that reason is valid. So you're going to connect your thesis to whatever reasons you have, and then you're going to back up your reasons with evidence from the class. So you should pick one class. That's my advice here. One class, and expand on it. Remember my other guideline. It's better to say more about less. So one class, and explain how that class will help you. Now you may say, well, that class won't help me. It's not actually going to help me. Well, then choose a different class. Okay? Or think more creatively about it. Maybe it's that it helps you interact with people from other majors, and that interaction, you made good friends who helped you to understand. Because they were philosophy majors, they helped you understand these other things that will help you as an engineer. So either be more creative or choose a different class. This is about it's about topic choice, and also about expanding on it. So make sure you choose one class, give a thesis at the beginning, a thesis at that end of the first paragraph with a short, interesting introduction, and then go into each reason, which is backed up with specific evidence from the class. And this could be like, we did this project in this class, and for this project we had to do X, Y, and Z. And by doing X, Y, and Z, that's going to help me, or it did help me understand these things that will help me in engineering. Okay? So that's response journal 1. It should be a maximum of 2 double-spaced pages. If you single space it, then it's 1 page. I don't care what you do with it. You don't have to follow MLA format. Just use whatever major society format you have, meaning ASME, IEEE, etc. Should be single column though. Just an essay with a title. Make it an interesting title. Your name beneath it, then your essay, double spaced, 2 pages. And you may say, well, I can't keep it to 2 pages. Well, then you should cut out one of your reasons. Narrow your scope. I would rather see a good 2 pages than a mediocre 3 pages. So don't attempt too much, or you don't have enough time to make it that good. Okay? Response journal 1. Good luck.